Yo, what's up, y'all? This your boy Garrett Spencer. Right now, yeah, I know it's 2 o'clock, 2:06 p.m. in the afternoon where I'm staying at. Like I said, sorry for the late video. Like I said, I was planning on doing my video earlier this morning before I went to work, but apparently before I had gotten loosened up and after I worked out, I had my power had gone out again. So it was like twice this week, but apparently obviously just came back on, I guess sometime when I was at work. So yeah, sorry about that, y'all. But anyway, want to do a shout out video. First person want to give a shout out to Dr. Josh the Real Gamer. Dr. Josh the Real Gamer. Good, like I said once again, good job on your gameplays, your reviews, your channels, and everything that you do. Like I said, and check him out for those of you guys who hasn't, y'all. Dr. Josh the Real Gamer. Second person want to give a shout out to is Calvin Jr. Calvin Jr. Every time you stream, Calvin, you always have some cool streams yourself. Like I said, you're funny, you're silly, and you're entertaining, and you sure know how to make people laugh. And I already know deep down inside, I know you told me before, but I know you were a class clown when you were in high school or when you were in school. So I already knew that, but ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm a pretty, excuse me, I'm a pretty giggly person myself. So you ain't in it, you ain't in it alone. Third person want to give a shout out to is One Up Woman. One Up Woman, cool person, nice, good gameplays, nice channel, and just fun to be around. So One Up Woman, check her out, y'all. For those who hasn't. Fourth person want to give a shout out to is KB211. KB211, awesome gamer girl, good gameplays, good channels, and cool person, and also supportive. So KB211, y'all check her out as well. For those of y'all who didn't, another person want to give a shout out to Brian Trusty. Brian Trusty, nice stream yesterday. I see you've been, I see lately you've been, playing, a lot of Sega Genesis games and yourself and everything. And like I said, Brian Trusty, very professional, funny, likes to dance as well, and cool person, and like I said, a little silliness. So hey, Brian Trusty, y'all check him out. Another person want to give a shout out to is Oddfellow 215. Oddfellow 215, cool channel, bro. Cool channel, bro. Good gameplays and just good everything. So Oddfellow 215. Another person, um, Another person I want to give a shout out to is Coily Girls. The Coily Girls, very supportive, always coming by the stream, always coming by the streams whenever every chance you got. You know, glad that you like the gameplays as well. Yeah, supportive. You're cool and nice one. Nice person, and just really appreciate that. So the Corley girls, check her out, y'all. And by the way, Corley girls, nice. That was a nice '90s hairstyle that you had on that video, by the way. So yeah, I like that hairstyle of yours. So yeah, the '90s baby. Yeah, I'm a '90s baby myself too. I'm born in '91. So the Corley girls, y'all. And also going to give a shout out to is the Batman. The Batman, check him out, y'all. He's cool and he's always coming through, and always supporting me himself. So the Batman, y'all check him out. And as far as the rest of it, and as far as the rest of everybody else goes, just want to say thank you and welcome to my channel, and hope you guys continue to watch the videos and just continue to enjoy them. So, and like I said, once again, thanks again, y'all, for being by my for sticking around and being by my side. And I know it's kind of different, me with the new job and all. Like I said, I'm doing pretty good there. Just like I said, there's just learning a little bit every day, learning a little bit every day, and just taking it slow and taking a little bit at a time. I know it's a multitasking place, and probably a work environment I never been in before, but hey, like I said, it'll come. Oh, definitely it's gonna come. So ain't no doubt about that. But yeah, like I said, today's Saturday. So that's why. I want to keep this like a little tradition. Every Saturday. When I get a chance, I want to do these videos for y'all because you guys are the greatest, and you guys are always been always been you guys been by my side. You guys stuck around, and you guys been I'm glad you guys been coming by the streams, watching the videos, and enjoying. And that's what I really like. That's what I really like about y'all. Appreciate the love and support that I always get from y'all, and that's why I do the best I can to show my love and support to you guys as well. So you guys are the greatest for that. So yeah, I just got home not too long ago. Worked from 7 to 1 today. It's Saturdays, and we get off at 1 o'clock on Saturday for the Saturdays we work. So that's fine with me. 6 hours, a little bit of overtime. So no big deal. So right now I'm just sitting here relaxing. Waiting for the pizza to come, and probably just gonna relax for the rest of the day. And like I said, if I can, who knows? Might do some gaming today. Who knows? Depending on how the rest of the day goes, we'll see. We'll play it by ear. But yeah, and by the way, I also wanted to, talk about, I like the fact now that I think about it now, I think I'm gonna take back what I said about the mini Sega Genesis. So I think I'm gonna take that part. I'm gonna take that part back, because you know like I said, Sega's like one of the greatest systems of all times. Even though not a whole lot of people might think that, because nowadays a lot of people like playing most of the new games nowadays, and they probably don't really have, either they don't have their Sega Genesis no more, or the rest of their old systems, or B, they just I guess they just decided to move on to something a little better, which is understandable, when like I said, yeah, it's a good thing they making that, because I checked that out. I checked that Sega Genesis Mini out, and it's really nice of the people to make that, because kind of bring back the throwback games, bring back the memories, and bring back the basically give the people something that that they wasn't around for when it came out, and something that they might have missed on, that they might want to look back and take a look and check it out, because Sega Genesis, Sega has a lot of great games, had a lot of great games, a lot of popular games, and just other great games, and also what they could also do if they wanted to edit something to it, is put every single game on the system, like instead of maybe wanting to hack it a little bit, hack any games on there, if they wanted to edit something, they could also even put up all the games on there, like they did the Sega Genesis flashback, and even all the popular games that people might want to see, and that audio was definitely on point. So it's just just like they did with the two NES classics, and the just like the gameplays on there was good, the music and audio was on point, everything was on point. So yeah, I gotta give the Sega Genesis many some props. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Yeah, I'm a Sega fan. I'm a Sega fan myself. That's why I'm so glad that after my Xbox 360, I got tired of that, and after that died, I just decided, this was like back in 2010 or 2011 when I had two or three red rings for that Xbox 360. I started going back to the old games. I started going back to Sega Genesis. I started going back to the PS1 and any other old game system that I could think of that I wanted. I would definitely I definitely had got them, and and the good thing about around that time is I think when I have had first had my first job for the first time, and I was able to save up money, make money, and save up money, and that's one of the things that I would use. I would, I wouldn't spend my whole check on them, but after I would save up my money to a good amount in my bank. I would just start going. I would just start sitting down and thinking again, thinking about some of the games that I wanted again, and I just went on Amazon and I just started getting them. I just looked at different ones for a good and cheap price on there, and because sometimes even for one single game, on if on a certain site like Amazon or something like that, I guess depending on how good they felt that the game was or what game it was, but even for one game, so for one game they could charge you at a really high price for that. Like I remember just like yesterday, I remember one time when I was looking for a PlayStation 1 game, I was looking up Batman and Robin, the arcade game. Now, reason I looked that game up was because like I said, I was watching the movie Steel with Shaquille O'Neal, and I'm also thinking about some of the scenes that I liked about that movie. One of my favorite scenes on that movie was the two scenes of the video games when they showed the arcade like two or three times, and I figured it was NBA Extreme or NBA Jam, and then there was also Batman and Robin, the arcade game, and I never played that. I never played that before, but when I looked that up on Amazon, I forget how much it was, but it was at a really high price. And just like the Punisher, I had to like search and search on to see what site I could get the Punisher on. Like what's the lowest price I could get the Punisher on, and because sometimes Amazon either they don't have it, or B, if there is a certain game that you want, it could be really high depending on what it is and how good it was. So yeah, the Punisher was definitely one of the was at a really high price on Amazon for the Sega Genesis. Yeah, and Batman and Robin the arcade on the PlayStation 1 was pretty high, and there was probably other games too. And just like on Dreamcast, I forget the name of it, but it was a helicopter. It was a helicopter shooting game. The graphics looked so beautiful, so good, and the gameplay was really amazing. Um, but it was a Japan import. Basically it was for the Dreamcast on the Japan system, and they never put that game on the American Sega Dreamcast. I forget the name of it. It was also an arcade game, by the way, too. But it was a helicopter shooting game. It was kind of just like Crossfire. It was kind of like Crossfire for Sega Genesis. Excuse me. But the difference between that and Crossfire was, well, Crossfire, yeah, it was a helicopter shooting game, and yeah, you could shoot other helicopters, and the bosses be like really big planes, like at airports and everything. But this one for the Sega Dreamcast, I'll look it up one more time and then I'll tell y'all what it is. But when I looked on this game for the Sega Dreamcast, you're not on the ground now. Another thing that I might have accidentally forgot on Crossfire was, yeah, there's levels where when you're landing the helicopter, you're shooting enemies on foot, and that's the part I don't remember doing when I was a kid, because I remember when I was a kid, I had Crossfire for Sega Genesis, and I was searching and searching for that game because at one point I forgot the name of that game, and when I was a kid I had so many games for Sega Genesis, and that was one of them. But I just couldn't remember the name of that game at the time. But it was Crossfire, and that's why I got it. But this other helicopter shooting game for the Dreamcast, that wasn't on the American one, but on the American one, the graphics looked so good, and the gameplay was very nice, and I wanted it, but there was no American one. But it's a helicopter game. It's a helicopter shooting game, though, and like I said, I'll tell y'all what it is when I look it up again. But yeah, but yeah, but yeah. I definitely give my props to say Sega, definitely for sure, and some people, funny, some people out there, regret selling all their old games, that they used to have, and then, but I'll tell you guys this: I'm not giving up I'm not giving up my games, even though I may not be able to do, to game and do live streams as much on weekdays like I was able to, because when I was at my current job, and my schedule was a little convenient, but I'm never giving up my video games. I'm always gonna be a gamer for life. I'm always gonna be a gamer no matter what. So I'll always try to find a way to squeeze that in, and just see what I can do, you know. But I'll tell you guys this, and I probably said it already last week. For my PS2, you know, it's working pretty good. Yeah, it's working good. It's working fine. That's why I did a little live stream on that the one time to test it out to see how it was, and it's doing okay. Kind of weird, it's a slim silver PS2, but I used to have the big black PlayStation 2. The buttons was a little better, and the way to open up the CD thing, was better, and but it worked. But otherwise, other than that, it works okay, and I'm building up my game collection for that though. So when I get some more games, when I feel like that I got enough games built up for that, I'm gonna definitely start shooting a live stream on that too. I'm gonna definitely start playing that too, because that's also a good system, PS2. But yeah, like I said, yeah, I give my props to y'all. I give my props to the Sega Genesis Mini and the Sega Genesis period. So that's why I'm on here, taking back what I might have said about that, because when I checked out the Sega Genesis Mini, yeah, it was definitely on point, and just Sega forever, y'all. Sega forever, Sega rules, and Sega's one of the greatest systems. So that's my opinion when it comes to that. But but anyway, that'll be pretty much it. I really don't have nothing else much to say. But like I said, just want to thank you guys again for sticking around with me, sticking around in my page and my channel, and even though things have been different a lot lately, so I thank you guys for doing that, and thank you guys for love and support. And like I said, you guys have my love and support as well. And like I said, I'm not giving away my games, and I am not quitting YouTube. So I'm still going to be on here. So every chance I get. But otherwise, this is your boy Garrett Spencer, and you guys take it easy, and I will see you guys next time. And remember, guys, once a gamer, always a gamer. Keep on gaming.